Hi everyone, so today we're going to be making this simple little flower. It's just yarn and toilet paper tube. And then I painted mine, but you don't have with the paint marker on the outside part, but you don't have to. You can leave it just plain. But yeah, keep watching. So what you're going to need is
have them painted if you want. Only the outside.
Scissors,
Too hard to get in there with paint marker.
yarn, an optional like paint or a paint marker. I'm going to use paint marker because it's just faster and easier. So yeah, this is optional. You don't have to do it. You can leave it tube color or whatever. First thing you gotta do, take your tube, line it. So make it so much easier to cut, and also you want it a little bit like more like that shape. Anyways, so now figure out how many. I want about 5 petals, so I gotta figure out how much to cut.
Like this.
You want to trim them down, but just try to make sure you get enough. Or you can get another tube if you need to. If you cut them like too big or whatever.
When you tie it, I'm gonna tie it real quick, and I'll show you after I tied it.
If you cut them all out and one end is bigger than the rest, just trim it down.
Something like that. It's just
This one I want a little bit smaller.
So now what I want to do, take another one, take this long bit of yarn I
So I'm going to throw this little extra piece away,
it.
because I don't need it, because that's too thin to do much of anything with. So now I have these 5. So now if you're going to paint them, go do it, then come back. I'm going to do it, I'll be right back.
Put it back through one of I'm back. So once you have them painted, if you want, I only do the outside because it's too hard to get in there with a paint marker. So once you get them painted, if you didn't, just came here without painting them, fine. And take your yarn, cut off a good chunk because it'll be easier to work with the piece without it being attached. You can always use the extras, like make a hanger for it. What I'm doing is you're going to just take 2 of these, stick the yarn through one like this, and then stick it through the next like this, and then just get it so that they don't you don't want them to go like over like that. You want them to go like this when you tie it. So I'm going to tie it real quick, and then I'll show you how it looks after I tied it. So it looks something like that. It's just too hard to tie up in front of the camera. So now what I want to do, take another one, take this long bit of yarn I have, go through it, then put it back through one of the other 2 petals, doesn't matter which one, and then tie it back to that string you have that you tied the first knot with. So it'll look like this now. I'm going to take another one. I'm going to have to squish them a little bit to get all 5 in there. They had to be squished a little more. Mine are still kind of round. So take this piece of yarn, shove it through that new one, shove it back through one of the other ones you already used. I wouldn't recommend doing the same one, or you'll end up with a whole bunch of yarn in one, and that'll look a little weird. So I'm going to use this one here instead, and then tie that in a knot again. I like to do 2 because it's just more secure, I feel. So now it looks like this. You can stop it down to adjust it a little bit if you want just a 4-petaled one, but I want 5 petals. So I'm going to just squish them a little bit like this. And then I'm going to take another one, my 5th one, and stick it right in here. And pull the yarn through. And then I'm going to just stick it through one of the other petals here. Like I did the other one. I've just been picking random ones, just not picking the same one. It's my one thing. And then tie it again. And now technically you can be done here if you just want this. But I want to take this and I want to wrap it around here like a few times and stuff to try to make it look a little more nice and less just like a bunch of string and knots. Just wrap it a bunch to make it kind of like a little bit of a center to the flower. You don't have to do. It's totally optional. I just think it'll look a little nicer if I do this. So it looks something like that now. I think I want a little bit more over on this side. and wrap this one this way in. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to just take the bit of yarn I had before. It got wrapped under a little bit, but just pull it up and tie that off together. And then you can just cut that off. Unless you want to use that as like the hanger, then it might hang this direction. I want it to hang this way. So now, if you want to make it hang up, you just take another bit of yarn, unless you had enough left over from yours, which I didn't. And just cut it. And the easiest way I've found is just take two ends, put them together, make a knot so it becomes a loop. But it might be too long of a tail, so you gotta pull your knot fairly far down. Like that. Just like that. And then just figure out which petal you like, which direction you like your flower to face the most. Like which side to be up. I think I like it to go that way, so I'm going to hang it from this petal. It's all based on preference and your tubes and stuff and which way you think it looks best. I like it that way. So there. You have this. It's all done. If you like simple crafts like this, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any ideas you have, and subscribe. Bye!